it was all right. That's really all I gotta say. Yeah, it was all right. That's all, guys. It's been your boy X, and I'm out. Deuces. Boy, y'all thought I was done. Nah, you know, y'all wanted this, so y'all got it. So let's start this shit off right. Got yourself a One Piece. Oh, God. I know that hurt me more than it hurt y'all seeing that. What's going on, guys? Your boy X here. And this will be a new series for the channel, Road to One Piece, basically. What I plan on doing, guys, is every 50 episodes I'm gonna make a video like this one. This will be episodes 1 through 50, and like I said, every 50 episodes I'll make a video all the way up to me catching up. And I know a lot of y'all wanted me to react to the episodes and review the episodes, and that's a lot. That would be a lot of editing, and that would take away time for me just marathoning, to be honest. So I was like, let me at least do this. This would be like a kind of a, I guess, like a compromise, if you will. You know, I can watch 50 episodes, basically tell y'all how I'm feeling about where I'm at right now and stuff that happened in between those, 50-ish episodes that I watched. So today, especially since this is the beginning, I hope this video ain't all too long, so I apologize in advance. But we will be talking about the beginning of One Piece, really, since I just got introduced to the characters, and I'm at episode 50 now. So basically, with this series, like within the 50 episodes that I watch, I'll basically be talking about like maybe new characters that come up, villains, powers, arcs, stuff like that, throughout the episodes that I liked, basically likes and dislikes. So, if you're new here, and if you wanna, follow me on this road to catch up to One Piece, make sure I hit that subscribe button down below. Cause like I said, as soon as I finish the road to One Piece and I catch up to One Piece, I will start reacting to One Piece. Now, don't expect that for some months, cause I'm only on episode 51 now, cause I haven't watched 51 yet. But yeah, don't expect that for some months, cause we on 800 something, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I think to start off, I'll be talking about all the Straw Hats as of right now, the ones on the team that I've seen so far. Now, let me say this right now. Before y'all even comment down below. This is just gonna be my opinion of them right now. I know 100% that their personalities, their powers, or whatever, is probably gonna change way later down the road. 800 some episodes, of course. So this is just how I feel about the characters at the moment. My opinion might change as the episodes go on. So let's start with Luffy. Luffy, I have like a love-hate relationship with him. More love than hate. Don't kill me. More love than hate. I like his carefree personality. I do like that. And when it's time, it's gonna be like a contradiction what I'm about to say. It's like, cause I feel like when it's time to get serious, he gets serious, but then also he gets playful at the same time, if that makes sense. Like it might get a serious situation where I'm like, okay, he's about to go in here. Ooh, Luffy's on his, ooh, shit, he's about to go in. And then, he gets serious for a little bit. Then all of a sudden he starts playing around. And I'm like, yo, Luffy, what are you doing? Gum, whatever this nigga. And that's why I say I have like a love-hate relationship with him, because that kind of makes me mad. And I know some other animes do it, but like the way he does it, it just happens too often for me, for my taste. Now when he gets serious, I do like it. I'm gonna mention some points later down the road, and I feel like so far, at least, I think my favorite fight with him would have to be him versus Arlong. Obviously, that's probably like the best fight so far from episode 1 through 50 for him. I did like that fight. like I said, you know, there was times where he was like when he got there, oh, he was mad serious, and then like little times in between, you know, he'd be playful, and then towards the end of the fight, he got back to serious. That's like my problem with Luffy right now. Like I said, might change later on. You know, don't kill me in the comment section, but that's how I feel about Luffy for the majority. So let's go ahead. Zoro. Y'all, what y'all want me to say about Zoro that y'all already know I'm gonna say? The man is definitely of the Straw Hats my favorite character. I don't know what it is. I'm a sucker for swords. Any character with some swords that do some fly shit, I'm a sucker for in anime. That might be it. But he's just cool. He's a cool guy. Where I'm at now, I expect him to do some more shit now that he just got 2 more swords. One being a cursed sword and one being a good sword, I guess, good black sword. You know, it's funny. They always have cursed swords in anime. Have you ever noticed that? Like, I was expecting it to be like Murmasa or something. I feel like Murmasa is like the most popularist cursed sword, you know. But I forgot what the name of it was. But no, that's not Murmasa. But that's still cool as a cursed sword. I haven't seen him fight with it yet, obviously, on episode 51 now. But my favorite fight with this man, whew, let's see. I mean, honestly, I feel like well, okay. My favorite, and I'll talk about that later, but my favorite fight with him, even though it was real short, was probably with Mihawk. I'm gonna get into him later. Zoro of the Straw Hats, favorite character. Next up, Nami. Honestly, you know, I thought I was gonna dislike her, but honestly, she's more pirate than any of them. Like, when she got introduced, she was over here stealing shit ruthlessly. I mean, like, when I think of a pirate, that's what's in my head. You know, you're on a boat, you're traveling the seas, you're stealing shit, you're stealing treasure, you're getting treasure. That was her. That was her to the T, and she was doing it. And I'm like, I can't be mad at her. She's acting like a pirate more than these niggas. So that's how I felt about her. I was mad, you know, when the Arlong arc started, and I was like, wow, she just betrayed them like that. But you know, you find out why, whatever. And I'll get into stuff like that in a little bit also. But definitely, I'm glad that we did get that arc, because I think that helped me like her as a character more during that Arlong arc. Moving on. Oh god, we got Usopp. Look, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I do not. He's my least favorite. I'll say that. He's my least favorite. I'm not gonna say I dislike him, because he's like, I guess you say at the moment, he's a comedy relief character. He has funny moments at times, but at other times he's more annoying. Like, the comedy comes off as annoying to me. I'm like, oh, god damn it, Usopp. And then he's like a coward, but he has his moments where he mans up. So recently, I think the last episode and I think actually this might be one of my favorite moments with him, besides his arc, which I'll get into later in this video. But with Usopp, when he faced Daddy, I'm never calling a man Daddy, I don't know what they but when he faced Daddy in a shoot-off, and he had that little cowardly moment when he tried to run away, you know, and then that happened, and he manned up. He was like, you know what, nah, we're doing this. I'm like, oh, okay, Usopp, okay. And then, you know, he had to shoot that target way far, and he shot, and I really thought he missed, and then I bust out laughing, but then that, and then they looked, and he like bullseyed that shit in the hat area, and I was like, oh damn, oh, he really is a marksman. He's a marksman. So I think, you know, I feel like he's gonna have potential later down the road. So I hope, because right now I'm really not you know, like this last episode made me like him a little bit, but you know, he's my least favorite Straw Hat. And last of the Straw Hats at the moment, we have Sanji. Oh, next to Zoro. Next to Zoro for my favorite. The guy's just cool. He has like a little suave with him. I don't know, man. Any guy wearing a tuxedo 24/7, he's got a little suave with him, and he's got had a cigarette. It's like he makes smoking cool. You know, smoking's not cool though, but he's making it cool. God, and he's just a cook, you know, he's a cook, he's good. He could be on Fighting Foodons if he wanted to. Look, nah, but I mean, he's just cool and everything, kicks and everything. I don't really have much to say about the guy, but the man is just cool overall. But that's really it for the Straw Hats. Next up, I'm gonna talk about the villains for the most part in this arc, and I mean like the main villain. I'm not talking about like little side people. What the hell is his name? The clown, Buggy? Is his name Buggy or Bugsby? Anyways, I don't care for him at the moment. I know he just recently came back in episode, what was it, 50 or 49? Basically, they're in the same town. You know, so when they first fought him, I did not care. I did not care. Maybe he'll do something in this arc that's gonna make me change my mind, but I don't like to do. Now his power is interesting, I ain't gonna lie, being able to like dismember your body parts and whatnot. By the way, I do love the devil fruit idea of One Piece as a whole. You know, obviously I feel like, you know, obviously I know that there's gonna be some more ridiculous powers later down the road, and you know, right now they're just kind of simple, I would say. But you know, I do like that, and so I do like the dismemberment of them and everything. So I'm I'm curious, like, you know, can you? Because they never really cut him, you know, because he just dismembers himself. So I'm wondering how he can really die like that. Like, can he get stabbed to death? I'm guessing what I'm trying to say. Anyways, next up, what was his name? Oh God, Kuro. I will say with him, I liked his demeanor, and I liked his power when he turned invisible. And he just started, well, he didn't even really kill nobody, he just injured them, which, oh God, I'm gonna get into it at the end of the video. But, you know, I did like that. He was turning invisible, just cutting people up and shit. I'm like, oh, damn. And he does that little, it's so stupid, but it's, for some reason, it's catchy. I'm like, oh, man, he's lifting his eyeglasses. And I don't really have much to say about him, but that was really it. I do like that about him. And I know they did show him episode, I want to say 47 or something, which that's another thing I want to talk about. Showed like damn near everybody, but yeah, they showed him for a little bit. After that, Don Krieg. Let's talk about this, man. I feel like they hyped this man more up than they should have, cause like, I mean, he was threatening, but not really. Like Luffy kind of like his weaponry was good, but like Luffy, and I forgot to mention this, but, and I know it's gonna change later down the road because a lot of people complain about this from what I hear. The fact that Luffy is just whooping all these people asses with like effortless ease. Like I feel like Luffy at times he'd be like not even going all out. Like I feel like he could just beat these people like that if he wanted to. Like I'm telling you, just gum this nigga up, just gum him up. But yeah, with Don Krieg, like he just got beat. Like I feel like Luffy, it did nothing. God damn it, I don't know. Like his weaponry was cool, but against Luffy it was garbage. I guess maybe if it was anybody else, maybe it would have been a cool fight or whatever. And it kind of was for the most part. One thing I will say about Don Krieg is I don't know what kind of bullets he's using, and I'm just gonna bring this up right now before I forget. I was a little mad at the scene. I don't know what episode it was, but when Don Krieg first came to the restaurant, he walked up in there, and you know the cooks were all like, "We're gonna fight you" or whatever, and he pulls out all his fucking machine guns and shit from his arms and body, and he just unloads in the restaurant, and you see people get hit. You know, you see people getting hit, right? And all of them are still alive. Like everybody, they just got up like they weren't bleeding. Like they got hit. What are they getting hit by? Lasers, pellets? What is he using? Air bullets? What? Like that made me so mad. I'm like, none of these cooks just died. Like he's using bullets. He just hit a couple of them. Like how? A little bit later in this video, but that's for the most part Don Krieg, goddamn, and Arlong. Arlong so far has been my favorite villain just for his ruthlessness, and I guess his tyranny. Sorry about that with my damn Apple Watch. And his tyranny, and like, yeah, it's just like all of that put together with him, and like I guess how he did Nami, like all of that, it was just like ruthless and evil. And I'm like, man, I hope we get some villains like this or better. He was cool. I guess he was strong because, well, I don't know, because I feel like Zoro could have did better. And I feel that way for many reasons. One, Zoro was like injured this whole time he was fighting everybody during this arc because of Mihawk. And on top of that, you know, when he had picked up Zoro, pulled his injuries off, and then he looked at him and he was like, oh no, normal man should be able to walk like this. And then he was just about to kill his ass. Like, he just knew that Zoro was a threat. So he's like, I gotta end him now. So I feel like Arlong wasn't really that strong, and I'm questioning, is he alive? Is he dead? Because they didn't show him during the part where everybody was looking at Luffy's wanted poster and a building fell on his ass. I don't know. Look, people I thought was dead came up in that episode, and I was like, what? So who knows? For all I know, he could have crawled out the rubble, and that's another problem I have. I don't know. I feel like some of the people got beat to the point where I thought they was either dead or just they ain't coming back. But a lot of these pirates came back, and I don't know how to feel about that. On one hand, I'm kind of mad because I'm like, oh, they're garbage. Why are we bringing them back? And two, I mean, there's always room to grow, so I'm okay with it. Like, maybe the villains will get stronger as well. So who knows? That's why I'm saying, just let me keep watching the episodes for y'all. Give me some critiques about my criticism right now. But yeah, that was really all the villains. Mihawk, I will mention him real quick because I don't know if he's really a villain or not. You know how it is. But so far he's only been in 2 episodes. And I ain't gonna lie, guys, when he came through, goddamn, he was the coolest thing since sliced bread. Boy, this man, I could talk about him for a while. I did love his design. He's obviously far, like, I don't know, he's probably like where we need to be. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he came in and he showed us that, yeah, y'all weak as hell, y'all need to get up here. So Mihawk, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him a whole bunch. Hopefully, please don't tell me we don't. That's how I feel about Mihawk. I think he will be a character I really will enjoy. Might be in my top, who knows. But he left me with a good impression of him. That's what I will say. What do I want to talk about next? I guess stuff I like my favorite arc. My favorite arc, definitely, this is hard. It's definitely between the Usopp arc and the Nami arc, but I'm gonna give it to the Nami arc more, and that's just because of her sad ass backstory and the most badass scene I've seen of a group in a while. Nami's backstory was just so depressing to me. Like, I'm like, wow. And honestly, I feel like she had, of the Straw Hats at the moment, I feel like she has the saddest backstory. Like, she saw her foster mom die right in front of her. Basically, all the people in her village, they were like really kind of dying if they didn't pay up. And they was like kind of hustling. She had to basically betray her whole village family to work with on the man that killed your foster mom and get treasure for him for your family so y'all can escape this nigga. Like, it was her backstory is pretty sad. On top of that, like, my favorite scene in the arc is what I'm about to say. That scene, and it was sad too, but it was just badass. When she was on her knees and she started stabbing her tattoo and she was crying, Luffy stood behind her. She was just like, leave, leave. Why don't you leave? Can you help me? And then Luffy put his hat on top of her head and he screamed, yes, I will. I don't want to scream right now. My throat kind of messed up. I'm a little sick. But yeah, he screamed and then he walked, right? He walked up and everybody was just posted up. That was so badass. Zoro was posted up with his, like, he was just looking clean. Usopp was even looking a little clean. Sanji was over there on the wall looking clean. And then Luffy just stops and he's like, let go. And then everybody's like, yeah. I'm like, oh. And then they just start walking side by side like on some Stardust Crusaders JoJo's Bizarre Adventure shit. And they just walk up to Arlong's base, break that shit down. Which one of you is Arlong? I'm like, oh man, they had me. They had me. That was a badass scene. I'm sorry. That was my favorite scene right there. And I did love the characters in that arc. Her sister, the man with the pinwheel hat. I mean, it was just a good arc overall. I liked it. I did like it. But as far as backstories go, even though I feel like Nami is the saddest backstory, my favorite backstory, y'all already know what I'm about to say, is Zoro's. It's Zoro's. Come on! Look, his story, it was sad as well. It was sad. I wouldn't say as sad as Nami's, but it was something about Zoro's backstory that I liked more. I feel like it's because his backstory reminded me a little of the movie. If y'all have seen the movie, was it Bridge to Madagascar? I believe that's the movie. I hope that is. The movie basically where, you know, the kid and his friend, you know, they go in the forest and imagine shit that's going on. They imagine place or whatever. And then one day out the blue, his friend, the girl, she dies. And, you know, it's like, it just hit him, like, reality just hit him. Like, ain't no more imagination. Reality just hit his ass. And, you know, it just happened out the blue, like, just randomly. Like, whoa, like, this shit went 0 to 100 real quick. Like, what happened? And that's kind of how, like, I mean, obviously, there's little changes there. But that's kind of how I felt with Zoro's backstory. Because, you know, he basically, you could say, he looked up to her, right? He looked up to that girl, which you could argue is his friend as well, a rival. You know, he wanted to beat her, and then one day she just died. And the way they said she died, I was sitting there like, what? Like, she just, what they say, she fell and broke her neck, or she hit her head, something like that. It was just so random. And I actually, when they were having the funeral, I was like, no, that can't be. Like, somebody had to have killed her, some foul play, something. But no, throughout that episode, she really just died like that. And I'm like, oh, wow, that was crazy. Like it's deaths like that, I think, that are the most shocking. Like, when just people go randomly, like out the blue, like, what the hell? And you saw Zoro, like, he was just like when she died, it was as if he lost a piece of himself, like what he was fighting for. You know, he was fighting to beat her. He was getting strong. He was training every day. And he still was, even after she died. But it was like he just kept remembering that she was dead. Like, and it sucked because, you know, he was just so upset. And that was just so good. Like, that, his backstory is so good. And then, you know, before he left, you know, he asked for her sword, and then the dad gave it to him, and I was like, wow. And then, you know, he grew up, and then he left, and then he, you know, basically, her dream is now his dream. You know, she wanted to be the strongest swordsman in the world. Now he is taking on that dream for her, his friend, his rival, and I love that. Best backstory to me, in my opinion, so far, at least. Besides that, now that I've hyped up this One Piece stuff, let me talk about Usopp's arc too, because I did like his arc as well. It was something about, and like I said, he's my least favorite, but it was something about how he, you know, he goes up to his friend's window, and, you know, her family died, and, you know, he's just trying to, you know, tell her some, even though he's lying, you know, wolf, little crying wolf, but, you know, even though he's lying, you know, he's basically doing it to make her feel better, and he came every day, and I gotta respect the man for that, you know. God damn it, look, I dislike Usopp, but I like Usopp at the same time. It's like, you know, and then it sucked, you know, when we found out about her butler being the bad guy, Kuro, whatever his fucking name. You know, and then he tried to warn everybody. Nobody believed him, and she didn't even believe him. And then when he had got shot, I was like, oh my god, this sucks for him. Like, nobody believed this man. And then, you know, Luffy, everybody came through, whatever, saved the day. It's Usopp. It's Usopp. As much as I want to hate the man, he has his moments. I keep saying that. But I did like that. Now, let me just get into the negatives real quick. Like I said, I feel like Luffy, he hasn't been going full on fighting, you know. He plays around every now and then when it's supposed to be serious time. And yeah, he's been whooping these people's asses relatively easy so far. The blood factor, I feel like people getting shot and I'm not seeing blood. I'm sure, I mean, I see blood obviously and I don't really care about it, but at times, like I said, that whole, with like, for example, with that Don Krieg scene when he went in the restaurant, shot up fucking chefs, nobody's bleeding, nobody's dead, and I'm like, how, what? This don't make no damn sense. So that annoys me a little bit. And besides that, though, at the moment, I will say the first few episodes were really hard to watch. Thank God for my 3-episode rule. Although even then, I will say it probably didn't, for me at least, One Piece didn't get good until we start, I want to say when Nami appeared. You know, when they first met Nami, and I think basically around the Captain with Bugsy, even though I dislike him so far. Around that arc is when it got interesting, I feel like, and then forward, it's been good. It's been nothing but good so far, and I know it's most likely ain't gonna get nothing but better. You know, it's gonna get better as we go on. And besides that, I think that is really all of my negatives at the moment. The arc that I'm on now, that, you know, they made it to they're close to the Grand Line. This is where Gold Rogers got executed at, right? And I do like that. Okay, that's one thing I didn't like, though, well, so far at least, with this, how Gold Rogers got executed. Because they hyped it up. Since episode 1, they've been hyping this man up. And, you know, I mean, he seems like, I mean, a lot of people respected him, so okay, you know, he seems like he's a good pirate. But when he got executed, I'm thinking they cut this man's head off or something. They just stabbed him through the chest, 2 blades. I mean, obviously that'll kill somebody. But I mean, I was expecting, I don't know, a little bit more from his executions. Maybe I'm just, it's a nitpick. I'm not gonna hold it against it. But yeah, I was expecting his execution to be crazy for some reason. And I do like, oh God, every time I'm recording the phone ring, I'm sorry, just bear with me. I do like, what's his name, Captain Smoker so far. Ironically, he reminds me of Yami from Black Clover. I'm sorry. It is like, it is what it is. He reminds me of him. He kind of looks like him, to be honest, and he has a guy, well, Yami has a cigarette in his mouth, but he has 2 cigars, so he's one up Yami. But I don't know, his personality reminds me of Yami. I'm sorry, kill me, I'm sorry. Baby girl in the Heart Boat, she looks good at the moment. We don't know, I don't know her name just yet. I'm sure I don't know why I'm saying we. I'll find out soon enough. And on top of that, like I said, I like that Zoro got his new sword, so that's cool. I like the last episode I just watched when, like I said, when Usopp faced Daddy and he got them goggles now. So whoop-de-doo, I got some goggles. I hope that makes him a better character, but you know, we'll see. That girl is funny that she looks like Zoro's friend that died. She actually, once again, reminds me of a character from another anime. She actually kind of resembles, and I will always forget the girl from Hunter x Hunter from the Shadow the spiders. Fuck, God, I can't remember the organization name for some reason. The one with the vacuum cleaner. Same shit like with Black Clover, that one girl with the damn goop, the goop. But anyway, yeah, she kind of resembles her for some reason. That was a funny scene though, that he broke a glass, because I was like, wow, Zoro, you're about to be in even more debt because you already broke as hell. Now you gotta buy somebody some glasses. It's not looking too good for him. Besides that though, you know, Sanji's just out there trying to find him some girls. I like that about Sanji. You know, he has a thing for Nami, but at the same, he's basically the womanizer of the group. Every anime has a womanizer. I do like that. You know, I forgot to mention that during the Sanji part, but I like that about Sanji. It brings some comedy to it as well. And you know, he's a gentleman. You know, he's a gentleman. So I like characters like that in anime. Kill me. But that's where we are. That's where I'm at. And that is really all I have to say from episode 1 through 50. Now, y'all will be getting another one of these videos when I get to episode 100. So, whew, let me get to it. As soon as I upload this video, well, when this video is editing, let me get to it. But that is all, guys. Remember, for more of this road to One Piece, y'all want to watch me get to the 800s, or, you know, catch up to One Piece, and y'all are new here, make sure I hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell to get notified when I drop them. Also, if you also follow me on Twitter and Instagram, both of them on the link in the description box below. If you like the video, like the video. If y'all comment, please don't spoil anything for me. I'm just trying to get through this shit. Y'all can spoil little bits, you know, nothing spoilers, but maybe something like, oh, well, don't worry about such and such, just wait until later down the road. You know, y'all can say something like that. Just don't spoil anything for me, please don't. But yeah, just let me know if y'all liked my opinions of 1 through 50 at the moment. And as always, guys, it's been your boy X, and I'm out. Deuces.